Good evening, Pallavi ji.
To see what?
We are able to see you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's okay. Good evening.
We'll start within few minutes while others join. Okay.
Okay.
have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Ladies and
Good evening, everyone. We are live on YouTube as well as on our platform. And today's on Positive Health Healers platform. We are foundation who believe the world transformation comes only by self-transformation. And today on our platform, the Healers Talk, we have reached on 31st session. And we are so privileged to have a guest speaker with us, Mrs. Keya Dey, who will guide us how we can heal our emotions by using hypnotherapy, which is a very good therapy, and we are looking forward to about Keya Ji. Keya Ji is a passionate hypnotherapist. She has certified in this. She is hypnotherapist expert as well as NLP life coach. She is also passionate baker, and she always feels everyone hurt with love. She always care everyone. And also one thing which I like, as I know Keya from past 1 year, and she is always dedicated and committed to whatever she do. And today she will guide us how we can heal our emotions by using hypnotherapy. So over to you, Keya. We are looking forward for this session. You can share your insights with all the friends here.
First of all, thank you, Shweta, for a wonderful introduction. But I would request all of you to switch on your cameras because I'm feeling a little odd because I cannot see anyone to whom I can interact. So I request you to, yes, very good, very nice. So if you can switch on your cameras. Yes. Yeah, very good evening. Thank you, Shweta, for giving me this opportunity in this platform. And introduction about myself. Yes, my name is Keya Dey, and for 22 years, I was in a selling profession, in pharmaceutical selling. You can say that was my profession. And by passion, I found I had always an inclination of knowing how the mind works, right? So then I joined NLP. It was an inner calling. So in 2022, I joined NLP, and after that, call from hypnotherapy, and then everything fell into place. So now you can say it is my passion to means value add to society. I'm also in Buddhist practice in Nichiren Buddhism. So I would love to, with all my learnings from hypnotherapy, from NLP, from Buddhism, I would love to add value to society. Means whatever I want to do, definitely money is an energy which we all need. But my way would be to help others to add value to society, and along with that, whatever it is. Okay, so the main purpose is to provide service. So now coming to hypnotherapy, before I start, I will go into a presentation also. I would ask many of you, I know Neelam, Reshmi, I know Shweta, and others, means what is the basic thing that keeps us alive? What is that basic thing that keeps us alive?
Yes, friends, you can unmute, you can raise your hands, you can share your views. Yes, Reshmiji, you can unmute and tell.
Happiness.
Wonderful.
Yes, happiness.
Breath.
But that we have to means we have to be, it is a conscious choice, and we have to look for it. It doesn't come to us easily, right? If unless
Inner peace. Um,
unless and
breath.
until we make a conscious choice. But what comes to us easily and means that is a fundamental thing without which we cannot live.
Yeah, I said breath. Is it correct?
Yes, absolutely, Neela. Absolutely. It's breathing. And now my next question is, obviously, is breathing easy? Monica ji, breathing easy? You are mute.
Good evening, ma'am. If we are not sick, then it is easily inhale,
If we are
exhale.
healthy,
Yes,
normal process, if you are healthy,
ma'am.
if
Yes,
you are
then
not
no,
having COVID or any respiratory infection,
then no
breathing is
issue. Then no issue. Yes, then it's easy. Otherwise,
easy.
it's difficult.
So I am taking it as a normal, healthy way. If breathing is the fundamental thing, and if breathing is easy, then life is also easy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Life is easy, but we make it complicated. Okay, how we means our mind is a monster, and we will, through hypnotherapy, all the slides we will see that how mind creates the problem and how we need to take care of the mind, right? Okay, so Shweta, I can share some slides.
Yes, Keya Dey, you can.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so step by step we will just know means what hypnotherapy means and where we can use it, right? Just a minute. Screen is visible?
Yes, Keya Dey, it's visible.
Yes, it's visible.
Visible?
Yes,
Yes.
visible.
Okay, right. Okay, so I will share the whole screen. Yes. But if I share whole screen, I am unable to see you all. So let me share like this. Yeah. So the word hypnotherapy means it is very much say mystical, intriguing, and many things come to mind. Means what is it? If this is a therapy, whether that the hypnotherapist will hypnotize and take everything from me, or will know. Maybe he or she will. The hypnotherapist will take me into trance, and I will spell out everything. So many things come up in mind when we talk of this hypnotherapy. Okay, so the word is intriguing and mystical. So we will understand and have a brief preview of how it works, right? So let us go to the next slide. Yeah, so let us break the word hypnotherapy into two sections, two words, hypno and therapy. So as you can see, means therapy we all know. It is a straightforward word, and therapy is what? It can be any therapy, like that brings us back to the process of health, happiness, and wholesomeness. And we are all means very much aware of these words because we are all in pursuit of that, isn't it? We would love to have health, we would love to have happiness and wholesomeness. So that is therapy, and that therapy through hypno. So let us understand the word hypno. Hypno comes from a Greek word meaning hypnos, which means nervous sleep, right? So nervous sleep, so that is a say paradoxical word. Why? Because nervousness is a state where we are all very much alert, isn't it? Nervous, so more of our sympathetic nervous system works and we are very much alert. Whereas sleep is a state where we are not at all alert. We are sleeping, right? So let us see then what is that state of awareness that brings one part of us at the same time we are awake and the other part is sleeping. So what is that state? To understand that how this system works, we can say that you will understand this. We can say that human mind is an invisible body. You cannot see the mind. It is the software, right? We are into it. Even in psychology, we are reading the body, the mind, the brain. So this is the brain. If brain is the hardware, then mind is the software. And we can say that the human mind is an invisible body. We cannot see it. but it is manifesting its symptoms in the body. And we look the body as the visible mind. So whatever is happening to the mind, you can understand from the body. So in hypnotherapy, what goes to sleep is the physical body, and means when a hypnotherapist is taking the client into a trance, the body goes into sleep, whereas the mind remains very much alert, right? So at any point, if anyone doesn't understand, you can raise means you can in the chat, or just you can ask. Okay, so up to this it is clear. So it is all about the body and the mind. Mind is invisible, body is visible, but body and mind goes hand in hand, right? Now, our mind, it controls and governs the way we behave, the way we relate to situations, and also like the way we manifest things. Everything is controlled by the mind. So hypnotherapy becomes an excellent tool to access the deeper realms, means go deep inside into our mind and find out what is driving that behavior, and then permits us to change it suitably, helps us in healing. Healing happens. And when we go into that emotions, the how the mind is working, and then change it and heal it, so we are in a it allows you to get a better control of, when you are control of your emotions, you are in a better control of life, isn't it? So wherever this mind is going a little haywire here and there and not in your control, we can take the client into a trance, and then we can find out where this behavior, what is the root cause, where it is happening, and then can change and heal, and so that the client is in a better control of life, right? So this is the basic of hypnotherapy. Now I will go to one slide where you will understand a little more, like whatever is happening now, what means whatever action we are taking, you will agree that everything begins with a thought. A thought comes. So furthermore, I will go into one more slide here. See, so where does the thought come? It is in our environment. Okay, so environment, our awareness, means environment may be out of our awareness also. In the environment and in our awareness, from there comes a thought. So what is a thought? Thought, everything is energy. Everything in this universe is, let us understand this basic concept, that in metaphysics, we understand that metaphysics is what? In physics, we have space and time. We have got space and time, and in metaphysics, there is no time and space, right? So what we are saying is that everything is energy, and if it is energy, then energy is moving in a different frequency, and it has got a vibration. It has got a vibration and moving in a different frequency. So now when we talk of a thought, then what is a thought? This is also an energy, but it has got no power on us. Thought is neutral. It is neither positive nor negative, right? And it is a say potential. It is a static potential energy. But when that thought comes into our awareness, so it comes where? It comes in the, you can see here, it is the causal body. If you can see here, this is the causal body. I will show you here also, like if this is the physical body, then just outside the physical body is this red portion. This is the, if I can make it bigger, this is the energy body. And outside that energy body is the, there are different layers, but I'm just talking about 4 bodies. So outside the energy body is the astral body, and over it is the causal body. If you cannot understand, just let me know, then I will share the whole screen and show you. So thought comes in the, if you see this slide, you will find that thought comes in the causal body. So it comes in our awareness. It is a potential energy. It has got no power. But then whenever a thought comes, it is just like a cloud. It is coming. So our mind perceives it. Okay. So if our mind is what? It is the energy which is inside, and outside is a ball of energy, right? So it perceives. So the way the thought is coming, the mind doesn't perceive it as it is. So it will distort it, it will generalize it, or anyway it will means make it different and then perceive it. It is just like an antenna. So it doesn't catch it the way it comes. So as soon as it is perceived inside with lot of deletion, distortion, and generalization, it becomes an emotion. So where is the emotion? So thought is in the causal body. Next, emotion is in the next layer, which is the astral body. So these are all the layers of the mind. So thought becomes perceived, it becomes an emotion. Now this energy is in emotion is what? It is energy in motion. Understood? So now this emotion is now charged and it is moving because it has been charged by the energy which is there in the astral body. So that when thought becomes an emotion, it is now either positive or negative, right? And then we will see how it enters the energy body, the next layer, okay, the ethereal body. And if the thought emotion is positive, how it will affect the body, how we are in a higher life state. And if it is negative, then how it our life state is low, and then how it is transmitted in the physical body as ailments. So everything is beginning with a thought, then it becomes an emotion, and then when it enters the body, why it becomes ailments? Then again, the neurotransmitters in the brain are there. So as per the emotion, whether it is positive or negative, so the neurotransmitters will attach to it and then will give different feelings in our body. So this slide is clear. Any questions from here? Or I will end and then you can hold your questions and we can have an open forum. Shweta?
Yes, everyone, you can ask questions in between as well. You can raise your hands. Or at last, we have our Q&A session. You can write down your questions.
Questions, and later also we can ask. So why we are talking about this? Because everything in hypnotherapy is about the mind and the emotions, the havoc it is playing, right? So you understand that this is our physical body, but everything is energy. This is also energy. The mind, which is the software, that is also an energy, and how it begins with a thought, right? Now see this mind body correlation. So this is a ball of energy starting from our navel point throughout our body and outside our body, the ethereal body. Okay, so it means reflects the causal body. It is attached to the causal body through the thoughts. It is related to the astral body through emotions. It is related to the energy body through the chakras, and it is related to the physical body through the brain. So the whole thing is the mind in and around the body. So let us see how it plays havoc. Okay, so this theory of mind, I will just touch a little, because if we want to know hypnotherapy, we must know a little of how our mind works. So first, basically, I said it is a ball of energy, right? So if this is a ball of energy, when we are born, we are born with a clean slate. Means we are born out of love. There are no other emotions, right? So the baby knows from the zero, since the baby is born till 8 years or 9 years, there is only a subconscious mind. It is like a sponge. So whatever you give to the child, any emotion, the child will pick up, right? So all these layers you can see now: primitive mind, modern mind, conscious mind. So it is, you can consider it as a whole sponge, and it is like it will absorb whatever you give. If you give positive feelings, positive emotions, for positive vibrations, child will attract that, and otherwise it will attract the negative. So what happens in these growing years? Through your society, through say economical situation, through education and religion, the child develops a critical filter. You can see here there is a filter, there is a layer comes out, and then the mind is divided into a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. Okay, now what is the difference? The conscious mind, the child learns from the parents, from the society, from the school, from the education, going to school, that don't do this, or this is good, this is bad. So consciousness develops कि ये करना है, ये नहीं करना है, ये सब आ जाता है mind में. Otherwise the child was very happy going, and everything, only happiness and love the child knew. Okay, so now when this filter develops, this is called a critical filter between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. So when it is developing after the year of 8 years of age. So whatever we want to give to the child, if we want the child to be very happy and happy going and loving child throughout the life, this is for our knowing, then this age of 0 to 8 years is very, very crucial. And what happens when this critical filter develops? Means now the child knows 11, 12 and more of the growing years. Now the child knows what is good, what is as per the society norms, what is good, what is bad, and all those things. So emotions developed based on this. And now on the critical, you can say that here is the judge sitting. So everything, now the child is growing up, will start to judge. Mummy ne bola this is good, Papa ne bola this is bad, teacher ne bola this is so. And then whatever behavior the child is getting from outside environment, so everything he is judging. So that judge is sitting on that critical layer. Then anger and other emotions are coming. So what we can do, everything means so many message units are coming to us. The mind is taking from the environment, from the body itself, from the subconscious mind, and then in the dream, what happens? This critical filter is like blocked throughout the day, getting information. Now the child is growing up, going to school, and then going to college, means he's growing up. So every day what happens, the message units that are coming from the environment and from the body itself and from the subconscious, this thing with all the emotions and mind telling this and that, the critical filter gets blocked. So every day, why we do forgiveness and all these things, means gratitude and forgiveness and all these positive prayers, to clean the critical filter of all judgment. Like you clean the kitchen slab, means you cook throughout the day, then you clean the kitchen slab and then you go to bed. Like that, you have to, during going to bed, you have to clean all this and then you go to bed. Otherwise, what will happen? All these emotions will, while you go to sleep, will seep in and will form negative emotions. And let me tell you, this conscious mind and subconscious mind, only 10%. If you take this ball of energy as 100, your conscious mind is only 10 to 12%. And you see the modern memory and primitive memory, the subconscious mind, this is 80 to 90% of your mind. And here it will make files. Subconscious mind doesn't know, it is the habit mind. It doesn't know what is reality, what is fantasy. It will just sip in the emotions and will make bad files, and those which are comfort, those which give pleasure are the good files, and those which give pain will be the bad files. So this way, just like the computer, like desktop, it will save the files at good and bad. And what will happen later? Whenever they are saved, stored as files, good and bad, everything, all emotions are stored. So in those crucial years from 0 to 8, if anything, any means say negative thing with say dysfunctional family or anything has happened in the school, whatever any emotions has happened, all are there in the subconscious mind as files, stored as bad files or good files. So what will happen in the future? So they are what? They are emotions which are freezed as inner child. Just try to understand what I'm saying. They are emotions. These are all emotions which are freezed as inner child. So if there are negative emotions and freezed as inner child, a survival part will move ahead, because the child has given a judgment, oh, my father doesn't love me, or oh, teacher has said this, that means I am rejected. So all those types of emotions which comes up, so it is there as files. Now as the child grows up, goes to college and other situations, and then mixes, have friends, and then will have family and relationships. Now any point of time there is a means there is something difference of opinion or anything, these files will open up as triggers and will means just means stuck, means that person will get stuck in moving forward. He will not be able to move forward because of these emotions which are stored as files in the subconscious mind, and now it acts as triggers. The person doesn't understand he all these things, all these negative emotions, or say certain things doesn't get success in career, or they stuck in relationships, and means any relationship he is not able to handle, or all these abuses he is getting, why he doesn't, everywhere he is getting rejected. Any and anything can happen in every sphere of life. It may be relationship, it may be money, it may be health, it may be career, it may be spirituality. So that person is getting stuck but unable to understand why. Okay, so hypnotherapy helps to go to the root cause, to go in a trance where the physical body will relax and the mind will, subconscious mind will open, and then person can now relate from which file this is coming. So the therapist helps the client to take out that file. The client does on its own, on his or her own. Only the therapist will help. The client will guide the client to go to the subconscious, will take that file from the subconscious, and then will help to release it off through different diagnostic tools we have. In that place, we'll place certain affirmations, certain empowerment that will help the client to move forward. So as I said that our mind is invisible body. So what happens when you heal the mind and heal the emotions, you are healing, means it is very easy to heal the emotions and heal the body, right? There are many, we will see that how means what are the things that we can heal through this hypnotherapy. So let us move forward. This is a little about of the mind, how it works. So see the power of the subconscious mind. So basically in hypnotherapy we are dealing with the power of the subconscious mind, the habit mind, how we can, if we can say monitor, or we can understand how the mind is functioning, we will just transform our lives. You can say God, subconscious mind is, you can say it is God, right? So next slide. So this I will not go. Let us skip this slide. This is also, let us skip. Okay. So now, what are the areas where hypnotherapy can help? So you start from A to Z, any alphabet, and with that alphabet, whatever disease comes up, you can heal with hypnotherapy, right? Because there is nothing in the human existence that is independent of the human mind, because everything is controlled by the mind, and whatever is controlled by mind can be healed by hypnotherapy. It is that simple, right? So we will see different aspects where we can heal. So coming to physical issues, say if say what physical issues, it heals anything and everything that is beyond the logical physical domain. Means you have a viral fever, logical physical domain, anything that the allopathic doctor or the homeopathic doctor can heal. Beyond that, whatever comes up, hypnotherapy heals. How? Like psoriasis, like an eczema, which is very deep rooted and no doctor can help. Like unexplained body aches and pains, there are body aches and pains doctor cannot understand, because in x-ray and other things also it doesn't come up, right? Then congenital disorders, like there is a in heart there is some hole, all these things. Okay, so these issues, physical issues, can be beautifully addressed through hypnotherapy, because it has a root cause. And in metaphysics there is no time, we do not believe in time metaphysics. So maybe the client's family may feel that why there is a hole in the heart and it is not congenital, maybe that some other issues which I'm not now speaking, but it can be healed very beautifully, right? So coming from physical issues, let us see the mental issues. All the mental problems like fears, like phobia and anxiety, which if you go to a psychiatrist, they will only treat the symptoms. They will give you medicine and you will fall asleep, or the medicines will take care of the neurotransmitters only. But why it is happening, what is that issue? So that deep rooted cause, maybe there is an inner child which has happened during some suppressed emotion is there in the childhood which you don't know, or in the past life which has no relevance in this life. But we can heal through all these. I have mentioned only 3, but other issues also, mental issues, can be easily and beautifully healed through hypnotherapy. Now coming to the emotional issues, like all these, wherever emotion is related, like relationship, unable to get success, all the areas, spheres of our life, our attributes, our identity, our belief system, our failures, joys, marriages, wherever the emotion, every single bit of your relationship interactions where that emotionally affects your mind, right? Marriage, say marriage is happening after 25, say, to a lady, and before that maybe that lady is having a very smooth life, coming from a very smooth thing, means absolutely no problem, or may have a dysfunctional family also, whatever it is. Then how does it affect after marriage? Why again a problem is coming? Okay, so it may have a deep rooted problem. Now if you go to a psychologist, they will just counsel, and then certain things which the counselor but psychologist will take up cognitively. But here in hypnotherapy, we go into the trance and subconscious mind, and then what has happened initially, either as an inner child or some passive aggressive behavior, whatever is holding the client back, so that the root cause we help to heal. Okay, so this is the emotional issues. And then so when it comes to relationship, whenever there is a relationship and there is an interaction, and from that interaction some emotions are definitely, it heats and emotions are coming up. So there we must understand why. I will show this flip chart, that sometimes we feel why it is happening to me, why I attracted this kind of husband, or why I have this kind of mother-in-law in my life. Okay, so what we do, we start to blame the situation. We feel that we are a victim of the life, isn't it? So you see that we feel sometimes something done by myself that gives me guilt and shame, so I may suffer because of that. Or sometimes in my environments, and my husband or my mother-in-law or anyone, the the behavior that gives me anger, right? Or some situation, say I'm in an office and I don't like the workspace, and then again I cannot leave that workspace because I have to do the job, so I'm in a helpless situation. So all these situations will give me guilt, shame, all these anger emotions I will get, anger or helplessness, all this we will get. So like a coin have a flip side, na? Like we practice gratitude. Why? Because always we are blaming is one side of the coin and gratitude is another side of the coin. Here also, when you are having a guilt or shame or anger or helplessness, we just need to change the frame, the way we are looking at the situation. So the moment we change the way we look at things, like I am not the victim of the situation, and if we think, I may think that what I have done, I have a clean life, I have never hurt anyone, and means everything, if I believe in karma, then I have not created any negative karma, then why I am attracting all those things? Then we must understand, we must then realize there we go into past life and past life regression and past life therapy. Something, see, if we believe in metaphysics and if we believe that metaphysics में no time, okay, so it is an eternal journey of the soul, but soul is pure, but उसके साथ जो mind attached है उसका recording सब वो memory का, वो mind का जो primitive mind में रहता है. Okay, so the cause is created by us and the effect will also be us, either this lifetime or next lifetime. So it has to be barabar. Okay, so cause, when we start to understand that whatever is happening in my life is the cause created by me in the past, and whatever now I am doing is creating the cause, the effect will be in the future. So I live with lot of awareness of the cause I'm creating right now. Okay, so even one more thing is another feeling of anxiety comes by I'm thinking too much of what will come in the future. So that will give me a lot of anxiety and fear. So no one has seen tomorrow. We don't know whether we will open our eyes tomorrow. So life is very much uncertain. So enjoy every moment, act, move from fear to faith. So that will help. So this is a flip chart where you can just, when you counsel yourself, because nothing is outside. You cannot change your environment. You cannot change anyone in your, means in relationship also. Only thing, the journey is inward. You have to look inside, change the frame from victim mode, go to responsibility mode. It is tough to, means tough to means counsel yourself ki how I am responsible, but just believe that cause is created by you and effect you are getting. So then from there, if you accept, the acceptance is a very broad word, acceptance, and it's a beautiful word. Once we start understanding acceptance, we will understand that this universe is functioning in a model which is a much bigger, means bigger model, which is beyond the understanding of our human wisdom. So let us understand, say anything can happen in the environment, which is like Amphan comes, any, say any earthquake or anything, disaster comes, which is beyond our control. Okay, but we have got enough resource inside to withstand any situation. You see what happens in Japan and how they come up. So that belief system inside is very important, that I have got enough resources to come up. So in hypnotherapy, we go into trance and you can say that we are belief system enhancer. A hypnotherapist is a belief system enhancer or changer. So we change the belief system, the way you are thinking. If you think like this, it is only we are what we believe. Okay, so I'm just going through a brief thing how it helps. Now in spiritual realms also, now when we say, understand that it is not only our physical body, I have got this, I'm connected to the universal energy, I'm connected to the Mother Earth and energy of the Mother Earth, and this I start asking questions. Who am I? What is my purpose? Why am I here on this earth? Okay, and then that wisdom starts walking, means what is the purpose and how I should value it, and all these spiritual things, the answers. More you meditate, you understand the chakras, how energy is flowing through your body, you get a more wisdom. So, and you learn to accept things, means you go into the responsibility mode and you start to understand that I'm not the victim of the situation. And once you start taking responsibility and you learn to accept things, your life becomes beautiful. Because I started with that. Life is very easy. It is only our mind which creates a monster. I'll just give you a simple example. Like if we have fear of this thing, say of the future, fear or anxiety, thinking lot. I have got a friend, means she's having total body aches and pains everywhere. Okay, and everything is coming out of stress and anxiety. So when you are having that, Okay, so what I just lost my this thing. Okay, I'll come back to this. So when you start to change your, that flip model I was showing you, change your viewpoint, means why this is happening. And when you have that awareness why this pain is coming, it is not only my physical body, it has come from a thought, and then it has come into, it is me only which I have perceived in a distorted, deleted way, and then it has come into me as emotions, and now it is coming into my body as feeling, and it is giving me pain. So all these understanding, when you are into hypnotherapy and you are into a trance, and the therapist guides you, so what happens, your wisdom, it broadens up, and you learn to accept things, and you get a deeper understanding of life. So how does it help them when you get a deeper? Okay, so we will go to that into the last slide in the, and now in financial issues. See, this is very important. See, there are two forces for which, means we can do anything, people can do anything. One is love and another is money, right? Let us talk about money. We need money for everything, for sustenance, for say everything we do. We want to do a course, in a relationship, for our say our children uska study ke liye, we want to go abroad, any tour, for anything and everything we need money. Now we have got, in different cultures, in different societies and environment, we have got different belief system regarding money, isn't it? In many cultures, money is regarded as evil. So they say that you just take whatever you need. Otherwise, especially in spirituality, we believe that it may lot of money may corrupt you. Again, in other cultures, it is considered to be sacred because it is the entry point to whatever you want to accomplish in life. So there are different viewpoints regarding money. But what happens? This religious, social, and cultural influences, they play a very important role in defining what money is in our lives. And unfortunately, these impressions, they contribute to the deep-rooted belief system that we have regarding money. So it converts into, means we believe that, and then it becomes our identity, a deep-rooted belief system. And then as we grow up, we have requirement for money for everything we do. So in, say, in any sphere of life, I want to improve, and we will see that we are not attracting money. And then we don't understand. It is our own belief system and our identity which we have created, and that is because we are not attracting money. So hypnotherapy, it helps to trace the root of that conditioning, draw them out of your subconscious mind, and transform that, so that you have the liberty to be able, with your effort and mind power, you can magnetize and manifest abundance. So that is it. So you see, every sphere, touching from emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, financial, all areas of life, you can heal with hypnotherapy, because you are just changing the belief system that you're going to the responsibility mode. So what we learn in hypnotherapy, we learn, not only do we go to a therapist and do hypnotherapy, but we are empowered with self-hypnosis, how we can take control of our subconscious mind and going into trance myself, and then heal whatever that anxiety or guilt or shame or whatever feeling is holding me back to move forward. So I can go into self-hypnosis, so I'm empowered for that. So there are many empowerment techniques like self-hypnosis, or say mental bank, from where you can reach your goal. And then there is life script, from where your belief system and identity, because of that you are stuck at some point and you have a wish to go forward, but you cannot. But hypnotherapy, through life script, you can go beyond, and you can just transform your life. Okay. And then you can connect to higher self, you can heal yourself, and you cannot change anyone, but when you are healed totally from inside, your environment is also healed. So it is an integrated approach. And not only do we do this trance and this thing, as we know that there are the chakras and through which energy is flowing, we get an understanding of how this energy is flowing or where the energies get stuck through chakra diagnosis, and then getting into that chakra, and how we heal through crystals, and then we have rhythmic relaxation techniques and many more things. It is an integrated approach, but at the end of the day, you get to learn means how your mind is functioning. So that means you are not in a now autopilot mode. Otherwise, when we don't know, we are suffering in every sphere of life, and then we are means asking ourselves why I am a victim. But when you are aware how your mind is functioning and why these emotions are coming and how to check these emotions, and you are not your body, you are not your mind, and you are just that awareness, and you practice through meditation, and we teach all these empowerment and affirmations and visualizations, so you are much empowered. You transform yourself, you heal yourself, and not only do you heal yourself, you are empowered to heal others in your environment, right? Because then you are not giving, you have got no anger, because you know if there is anger, you are only what, you are harming yourself only, not the other person. So with all those awareness, you're living with lot of awareness. So how does it benefit hypnotherapy? It gets a deeper understanding of self, deeper understanding of life, self-healing, and thereby healing the environment, understanding the mind, self-acceptance. This is very, very important. When you take responsibility and accept whatever healing, we have got an emotional freedom technique, we say EFT, through which you can heal any acute problem. Say you are having a lot of anger is coming, and at that point, if we can do this EFT, it will immediately calm down, and with the breathing technique. So it is a wonderful therapy to take care of your mind and emotions. So the universe is a greater intelligence, much bigger than the human mind, working in constant harmony, whether we accept it or not. So we need to flow with that. If we go beyond that, become very fast, so we will be, universe as a beautiful way to pull us down and match, means it will teach us to be with that flow. So hypnotherapy helps us understand it and accept what it is and be with the flow, right? So at the end of the session, let's understand we have only one responsibility, obligation towards ourselves, that is to be happy. And how can we that? By making a conscious choice. Happiness is a choice. So let's wake up in the morning and tell ourselves, I choose to be happy, and everything will fall into place. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Keya Ji, for wonderful presentation. And we have learned a lot, about what is mind and how these folders already created consciously or subconsciously, and how we have to heal ourselves. So yes, friends, if you have any questions, you can raise your hands, or if you want to share the gratitude or something, you can raise your hands. Monica ji is already
I will
unmuted,
stop
so you
sharing,
can
huh?
share.
Just a minute. Okay.
Yes, Monica ji, Reshmi ji, Neelam ji, Pallavi, and Bhavesh, everyone, you can share your experience. You have any questions, you can share.
Any question? Yeah, please share.
Yes, mine question, like Keya, I have one question.
Yes.
We understand like these are the folders already created, and we work on that, but somehow these folders, we are not able to clean that energy, that aura, as you mentioned. So what tips you want to give to everyone now, how to clean that aura, how to energize ourselves, clean that folders? Yeah.
Yes. See, like I was saying, many a times maybe I'm starting my day with lot of gratitude, and then I'm doing at night, I'm doing forgiveness prayer, okay, and then I'm cleaning my aura through meditation, and then also I'm suffering, right? Then also I feel I'm a victim of the situation, or somewhere I'm feeling stuck. isn't it? It happens. And then if you're living with lot of awareness, you will find that somewhere it is your belief system, somewhere it is your identity which has been created when you were at that age, from 0 to 8. It has been created already, that belief system. And then you cannot go beyond that. Means you have a wish, you have a wish to achieve that goal, but you are not unable to. Something is holding you back, right? So there we give empowerment. Like we have got a mental bank. Those who have done hypnotherapy will know. So we give empowerment sessions like mental bank, where you can, means whatever daily you are doing, those are called value events, and there this monitoring process. So it is a self-monitoring process where in 3 months of time you can achieve your goal. Means it is 100% proof that you will, even if you don't believe in it, if you just follow the process, you will achieve that goal, right? So it's an empowerment technique they give. Because why 3 months? Because subconscious is a habit brain. So if any skill you want to develop and you want to come out of your belief system and identity, you have to take that skill into habit, and that can only be done through practice, repeat, minimum for 21 days. We say 3 months, so that it is, means neuro pathways. We say that you must be knowing this. It is called neuroplasticity. New pathways are formed. For that you need to give time. Otherwise it happens consciously in the cognitive brain, in this prefrontal cortex. And then some, like many of us, we say at the end of a year we take resolutions, and we think that we will do this from new year, we will do this and that. Even in school life also, when we were going from one class to another, we used to take a lot of resolution. But why it doesn't happen? Because of our belief system. We are again back to that comfort zone. So if you want to come out of that, you have to go into that habit brain. That has to be transferred into the habit brain. It must seep into as a good folder, right? Yeah, this is one point. And one other empowerment techniques are also there, like life between life hai, script hai, life script hai, jahan you can take your this thing, your identity to the next level. Okay, so your belief system is changed. But what you are asking is, even after doing, how do you realize, right? This was your question, how you realize that what is happening, means why it is happening.
Yes, if a person is already aware and accept,
Yeah.
but the action taking part is missing. But yeah, what to do? By self, a person can himself or herself can do something. So what you can guide?
Yeah. So for that, I can guide. Self-hypnosis is there. Okay. So once I can take one more session later in group, we will teach self-hypnosis. Say that you are not getting confidence, or say public speaking, or you have a fear or something, okay, or you have some self-esteem problem, like this. We have many issues. Darkness is there in every one of us. So you go into self-hypnosis, and then we will give you affirmations. So when you are into trance yourself into your subconscious mind, your body is totally relaxed and your mind is absolutely alert. So your subconscious door, say, is little open. So you can enter the files, and you can you can take out the negative file and put the positive file there. Okay. So self-hypnosis is a very good way. Then we have got this EFT technique. Okay. So release acute problems of emotions and physical aches and pains. So these are there. And then we have got higher diagnostic tools, like somewhere you say that everything I'm doing, and then also I am not getting success and all those problems. Okay. So even I have got inner child work. I have done some issues in my childhood which was suppressed. That work also I have done with the therapist. Then also it is not working, and now self-hypnosis. Then also I am getting stuck somewhere. Then you need to do, there we do past life thing. Ma is coming from past life, because the journey of the soul is eternal and mind gets attached to it. So all these recordings are with the mind. Soul is pure. We are part of Aham Brahmasmi. Right? So when you are coming down, taking another birth, so the mind gets attached. So you come with all those folders, those negative folders which were there. So if this unhealed also jab karma rehta hai na, so here you have to, you find that what I have done nothing. Why I am facing? Why to me? So maybe it is because you have to accept that I am the cause, I am the effect. It is not coming from outside. So it is your belief system. So we help to change your belief system so that you are at peace. You accept and you understand why it is happening. Once you accept, so already your true self has already accepted. It knows why it is happening. You have means more deeply if you go that you have come with a purpose in this life to learn something here. So you have taken admission to the earth school to learn something, and it is your choice. Right? So now you have taken admission to the school. You cannot say that I will leave. You have to learn your lesson. Right? So we get two types of teachers. One is karmic teacher and another is soul support. We say that. Okay. So someone who teaches you very lovingly is your soul support. And someone like mother-in-law and other persons who is always means conflict with you, but you are learning something from them. How to handle. So you learn through the challenges. So nothing is a failure. So all challenges are just accept. When you accept the challenges, it is a stepping stone to move forward.
Thank you so much, Keya. It's a wonderful answer. And yes, friends, if you have any questions, you can also ask your question. And there is a link in the chat box. You can also join our WhatsApp group or Telegram group, or there is a website link in the chat box as well, where you can explore more things. And I'm going to share one link in chat box right now. It is a feedback link. You can share feedbacks and your gratitude messages in that link so that we can share it to Keya, and that will be very, very helpful for us as well. So we request everyone.
Any more questions you have? Any more questions? Means regarding the diagnostic tools, what we have or anything?
Yes, Lakshmi ji, Reshmi ji, Havesh, Pallavi, everyone, you can share your questions. Yeah. So one more question I'm getting. Yes, lots of positive feedbacks in the chat box. And one more question I'm getting. But as you mentioned, the tools, these are these tools easily accessible to the audience for everyone?
See, for the tools to be used, like diagnostic tools include the inner child therapy, then cord cutting, and all those things are there. Like age regression means you go back and find out what happened, means taking into the trance. So it is not very easy to access it on your own. Only in self hypnosis, certain acute things you can handle. But for other things, like say some eczema issue, some physical problems, or financially you've got stuck and you're not moving forward, and then some relationship issues which are very means problematic, and it is not healed by a psychologist also. Okay, so then you want to do some past life work, or the therapist suggests you some inner child, some past life work, past life regression therapy, life between life, and many other things are there. So for those things, and even like we have like physical issues, like fibroids, or say you have some growth or PCOD, and all those things can be healed through submarine and other techniques. But for that, you need a therapist.
So
you need 6 sessions. You need 6 to 8 sessions with a therapist, and after that, the therapist will teach you empowerment techniques like self-hypnosis, or say affirmations, visualizations, and then the therapist will guide you how on your own you can heal. Right?
Great. Thank you so much, Keya. It's a wonderful session, and on YouTube as well. I am getting responses. So thank you so much for a wonderful session. And we are looking
One
for
question.
Yes, Reshmi.
One question for me. सबकॉन्शियस माइंड एंड ये जो इसका जो प्रैक्टिस है, ये कौन सा टाइम में बेस्ट होता है? कॉन्शियस माइंड एंड सबकॉन्शियस माइंड का जो प्रैक्टिस होता है, कौन सा टाइम बेस्ट है इस प्रैक्टिस के लिए, और किस तरह से हम लोग प्रैक्टिस को कर सकते हैं?
Reshmi, can you more means specify your question? Like subconscious mind practice means what you want to exactly say? Just more
मतलब
clarify the question.
हाँ मतलब हम अपने मेमोरी को पॉजिटिव थॉट्स से कैसे भरें, नेगेटिव थॉट्स को क्लियर करके, जैसे आपने बोला कि हम लोग जो किचन को साफ करते हैं, तो ये वाला जो प्रोसेस है, ये जो वेस्ट टाइम कौन सा होता है ये, और थोड़ा प्रोसेस.
Okay. Acha. So the best way you want, say you are having a lot of anger. Say in a relationship problem, you have something with your husband or mother-in-law and you have got a lot of anger. There is no right time. I will tell you one thing here. When you have got lot of negative feelings inside you, okay, negative feelings and emotions, as I said, from thoughts, emotions and feelings, as I said, it affects your DNA. It affects your DNA. And where is the DNA? DNA, it carries all the information, no? It is inside the cell, inside the nucleus. Cell ke andar jo nucleus hai, uske andar. So they are the imprints. They carry all information. So more your emotions, all your emotions, na, they affect the DNA. Now more the negative information, negative emotions and negative feelings, the DNA catches that and then it flares up. It is like a vicious cycle of helplessness. So more it will churn, more helplessness, more anger, right? So what you have to do is just break this cycle with deep breaths. What you have to do, sit straight, take deep breath through your nose and breathe out through the mouth. When you do these 2-3 times, or say more than that, say 2-3 minutes you do it, that cycle, that vicious loop, that is broken. And then your wisdom works and you can think out of the box. It's a simple exercise. If we can breathe freely, life is very easy. It is only the mind that becomes a monster. See, if we have fear outside, then the opposite is inside, that is courage. But the monster comes in between the mind and shows the fear so big that the courage cannot walk. So you have to remove the monster just by your belief system. Understand what I'm saying? Simple thing. There is no time to you. When you go to bed, then only you will go into a meditation, and then only
Anytime
you're feeling, just go through the breathing exercise. Any body pain you're having, you breathe in and then flow, that you understand. Understanding is important. Accept that pain you can do. I will teach you EFT. So accept there is a pain, and then you let the energy, take deep breaths and let the energy flow into that part of the body. So that pain will go. It is just an energy start. Okay. So this understanding and changing the belief system will heal you. And once you are healed, so any problem you are facing, so change from that victim mode to a responsibility mode. Cause is you, effect is you. Understand?
Another one question in my mind.
Yes.
Past karma was finished and new karma was start. How it मतलब इसको स्टार्ट करने से तो आज ही से स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, आज भी से स्टार्ट करते हैं. हाँ,
there is no past, there is no future. It is only the present moment. What you are doing in the present moment, that is important. Don't live in the past, that will give you depression. Don't live in the present, future, that will give you anxiety. So just enjoy every day. When you open your eyes, you just tell yourself, I choose to be happy, and do this gratitude meditation. Make the morning beautiful and happy. Everything will fall into place. Why? Because when you are living happily, this moment, you are creating the cause for the future to be happy. What you have created earlier, you don't know. That is why you're suffering now. But why you're losing, why you're postponing your happiness. So in order to be happy, you must enjoy and live the present moment with lot of awareness and be happy. Everything else will fall into place. Right?
Thank you so much, Reshmi, for wonderful questions, and thank you so much for wonderful answers. And please accept gratitude on behalf of all Positive Health Healers team and all participants.
Thank you so much for calling me. Thank you. I'm so happy. I'm blessed to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you,
yes, friends, we take 1 minute here. And as in Positive Health Healers, we believe meditation in 1 minute we can do. So I'm sharing a music, and just sit comfortable at your position. And we always end our session with one meditation. So sit in silence and just connect with the divine, supreme, almighty authority for 1 minute. Thank you so much, everyone, once again for joining. And yes,
Thank you, Shweta.
every-
Thank you, everyone.
thank you so much. And every week we have
Thank you.
It's a
session
wonderful
to run.
presentation.
One announcement, I request everyone to share this with your friends and family members. And if you also want to share your views, your topics on this platform, you are always welcome. You can contact me and we will organize this your session as well. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank
Have
you.
a great
Thank you.
day.
Thank you.
Now you can log out. Thank you.
Thank you.